Okay, when it comes to negotiating the best deal on a home, there's some key points to remember, and this, there's some on the buy side as well as on the sell side, right? So we'll go over a few of those here. On the selling side, when you're selling, you need to make sure you work with a target market specialist. What you want to end up with, multiple offers on your home, right? So you want an agent that can to know how to find the most opportune buyers for your specific house. Each home is unique and it should be marketed in its own unique way. Yeah, you may have a fence in the backyard that would be more desirable for dog owners. They would be willing to pay more for it, so they don't have to deal with putting in a fence later. Your primary bedroom may be on the same floor as the other bedrooms. Well, that's going to be most opportune for people with young children, maybe because they want to be on the same floor as the infant or the toddler that they have. And then the opposite, right? So kids become teenagers, they're in high school, they don't want to be on the same floor as them. They want their primary bedroom on a different floor. And there's many other aspects of this, but those are just some examples of how you want to reach out to the people that are most opportune buyers based on your specific property, and there's definitely ways to do that out there. So when you're buying, make sure you have access to pre-market homes. This is key because everybody can find the on-market homes, right? The ones that are on the MLS, Zillow, Realtor.com. You want to make sure you have access to pre-market homes that have not hit the market yet. And there's definitely techniques that agents can use to do that. So you want to make sure you're working with somebody that gives you access to pre-market homes. Because let's face it, you want to sell on the market, right? You want to be on the MLS, on Zillow, on Realtor.com, etc. when you're selling, because you want everybody and their brother to see your house. But when you're on the buying side, you don't. You want to buy off market when no one knows the property is for sale but you. Then you don't get into a bidding war. You can negotiate closing dates and rent backs and all kinds of stuff. So if you sell on the market and buy off the market, it gives you a distinct advantage. So that's key in finding the right place and timing everything. Also, make sure you know that, don't forget, you can negotiate everything in a home transaction, buying or selling. It's not just price, right? It depends on what's important to the buyer or the seller. Closing dates, move-in dates, rent backs. Price is obviously important. Amount of the due diligence, whatever the case may be, you want to make sure that you realize everything is negotiable, not just the price. And a great agent can find out what's important to, like if you're on the buy side, a great agent can find out what's important to the seller and use that as leverage in the negotiation. So like I said, a lot of times the sales price, obviously it's important to the seller, but it may not be the most important thing. They may have a critical date that they can't move until X date. That, a good agent reaches out, finds out what's the most important factors to the seller, and you use that in the negotiation when you're on the buy side. Also, make sure you start early in the process. You want to stay in control of your own destiny, right? Whether you're buying or selling, start early. Start earlier than you think you need to, because things come up, life happens. You don't want to be in a crunch. You just don't want to be in a time crunch. You want to maintain as much control of the transaction as possible, and that starts with the time you start. The sooner the better. So make sure, months, start gathering information, start talking to people months before you're ready to make a move. So there's some other things out there that I didn't cover here. Please feel free to contact me. My info is attached to this video. Reach out, contact me. We can discuss all the other ways that negotiations go and the keys to negotiating a better deal on the buy side or the sell side, or both.
Hey, it's Brian Goldberg, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you'll never see me again. I consistently put out helpful content for those that are currently in the real estate market. This information can be extremely helpful for your buying and selling needs, so be sure you like and subscribe here. And most importantly, leave a comment to let us know if this video was helpful for you. We are here to help the North Carolina mountain community, and we always love your thoughts and questions. Follow now, and then we'll see you with our next helpful video.